I wanted to talk briefly on the growing concern amongst many who have been studying the Madrid fault line, and truthfully a concern that has been heavy on my heart recently. And as we know, the evidence is gathering quickly on the matter of whether we will see a massive eruption on the Madrid fault line in our lifetimes. We have seen well-known geophysicists and scientists tell us that yes, it is possible, it's a real possibility, in fact it's almost inevitable, but they cannot tell us whether it's going to happen tomorrow or it's going to happen 20 years from now. But what they can tell us is it is going to happen, and that's something that we need to begin understanding, paying attention to. And I urge any of you who have family in these regions to begin gathering that information, gather credible information, and present it to your family and your friends the best way you can. I mean, that is our duty right now, I believe. Now, many are telling us that there will be flooding and there will be minor earthquakes on a massive scale. To all those who have been watching, the weather in the Midwest and along the Madrid fault line over the past month has been wet, to say the least. The Ohio River is threatening to flood over 80 counties. I'm looking outside my window right now, and the pond's 2.5 foot high. Over 600 sizable eruptions in Arkansas. There's been tornadoes. It's sad to see, and it's almost kind of frightening in a sense that, you know, I turn on the news and there's a massive weather front, nothing but green and yellow, that goes from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up the Madrid fault line to the Midwest. And then it's just, we need to wake up. If you believe this is going to happen, there's two people. You either believe this is going to happen or you don't believe this is going to happen. If you don't believe it's going to happen, then fine, stop watching videos on it. But if you believe it's going to happen, you need to listen to the information that's coming to us. Because I believe it's going to happen, and it's something that we need to begin preparing for and begin preparing our families for. And the reason why I wanted to make this video today, I had a dream on the 28th of February 2011. I shared it on the HSR show, but I wanted to share it here on the channel as well for all those who have been following the first Madrid fault video. I woke up around 3 a.m. and fell back asleep around 4 a.m. when I found myself in the front yard where I live here in central Indiana. It was about midday, it was sunny, there was nothing out of the ordinary, it was clear skies. I was looking out across the pond into the field and into the woods when the ground began shaking unlike anything I have ever seen before. It shook so violently that even the sky was shaking. Everything was simply falling apart. There was a loud roar, and I remember thinking how strong it was, and I could not even move if I wanted to. And at that very moment, the number 9.4 appeared physically right in front of my face. And right at that time I woke up. Now, many of you know that 9.4 is a 9.4 earthquake, and that would be catastrophic on a scale that not many of us have ever seen in our lifetimes. One that would show no pity on anything. You know, scientists tell us that every 1 point after a 7-point earthquake is 10 times worse. So when we see disasters like the 7.4 earthquake in Pakistan, and know that an 8-point would be 10 times worse, and a 9-point would be 20 times worse. I'm making this message because I believe this is going to happen soon. I don't know when. You know, only God knows such things. But you can think what you want of this dream, but it is real to me. And my heart tells me to share it with you because I do believe it's going to happen soon. Whether it happens today, whether it happens 3 years from now, you know, we need to begin preparing ourselves for that. Because there's a lot of people out there that will just simply not listen. They will not believe it. So we need to begin gathering more information, credible information, information that just makes sense. That when people look at it, when I look at this information that I've been gathering over the past month or two, it just, you can't deny the evidence. These are scientific evidence that I believe if you put it together in the right presentation and you sit down with your family or you sit down with your friends, you show them, if you have to make a flash show, I don't care, show them pictures, show them documents, just whatever you got to do. You know, just gather that information. It's all over the web. It's all, just type it in the search engine, it's everywhere. And share it with those you love, warn them the best you can, and if they will not listen in the end, if they will not believe you, then just get out. Get out of the region soon. You did all you could. You know, we will meet death regardless. I believe this. You know, we cannot prolong it or we cannot speed it up. But I also believe that God gives us certain information in our lives to guide us along our paths. And if you received information about this and you believe it in your heart, you believe it's true, and you feel you still have things to do in this life for God, then God willing, you will take that message and get out before it's too late. Like I said, it could happen next week, and if it happens the way that many believe it's going to happen, there's not much anybody can do about it. You know, everybody talks about in, the end times, taking martial arts training and survival training. You can't drop kick 40-foot water or, 100-foot crack in the earth. You can't do that. You're in God's hand at that time. So, the best thing to do is prepare, have an exit strategy at this time. And I pray for everyone in this region and all those around the world who are facing oppression. Make sure I want to remind all of you to tune into the HSR show on www.hashemstudios-radio.com and check out our amazing forum we have over at the website. It covers a wide range of topics. And God willing, we will start focusing on bettering ourselves and our communities and preparing for the many threats that face our humanity.